This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri. Oh boy, do I have a video for you guys. This is the cab of a Gleaner F3 from God knows what year. We need some ether here to get her going. I'll show you what we're doing. Just give this a shaky shake and yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna come in here to the cab, turn it on, make sure she's out of gear. Like nothing. So this is our high-tech monitoring system. We got fuel percentage, cylinder RPMs, which should be 0, engine RPM, and ground speed. And actually, fun fact, all the lights on this combine work. We are missing the window here. This is our air conditioning. Actually, I'm gonna leave that open because it's kind of hot outside. So this picks up our head. And we're gonna go in higher gear, which still isn't very fast. Oh, we're moving. So the reason we're using this Gleaner F3 is because variety testing, that's another one of the branches of the university down here on this farm, has tested some wheat, and we get to cut the leftovers and sell it for profit. Ground speed doesn't work. Oh well. I didn't want to know how fast I was going anyway. My coworker here is going to take this first field. We've got a couple more. Plenty for everybody. Yesterday, I switched this Gleaner combine from soybeans over to wheat. All that entailed was changing out a sprocket, or not a sprocket, a pulley and a different belt because of the smaller pulley to spin everything faster for wheat. Then we tightened down the concaves or something because wheat's a lot smaller than soybeans. And now we're gonna cut. It is with a heavy heart that I report there's been a tragedy at the Bradford Research Center wheat harvesting crew. Broke a belt. That's Gleaner things for you. But my coworker is running the combine. He's running down to Jefferson City right now to go get a new belt so we can get the rest of the wheat cut this afternoon. We only have like 5 acres and 3 fields, but it's wheat. Hello, little bird. Well, we got the belt fixed. We're getting the tension down. Well, Gleaner's broken again. Well, let's see if it breaks. It's now almost 5:30, finally in the combine, and we're gonna fire it up, see if anything breaks, and then we're gonna cut this field of wheat. It's not much of a field of wheat, but this is research farming, so, all right. Dear Jesus, please let it not break. Okay, it's not broken yet. Got dust coming out of the feeder house. I'm gonna flip the head on. All right, I think we're good to cut. I got my end rows knocked off so I can turn around, and it's smooth sailing for the next 1.5 acres. Also, I'm not a big fan of these giant crop dividers because they run over everything. I got my end rows taken off, and I'm cutting 3 rows, or I'm cutting 3 strips of 3 rows each, so we're not even filling the whole head, so I can go full speed ahead. But the sun isn't in your eyes from this angle, so it's a little bit better. like that, my wheat harvesting action for the year is done. There's 3 wheat fields, and there's 3 guys that wanted to run the combine, so that's pretty easy. I'm gonna go unload this wheat into a little gooseneck trailer, and we're going home. We were gonna unload it into this trailer, but unloading auger slip clutch is very slippery, and that's gonna be a tomorrow job. It is Friday, about 10:30 in the morning. I get some more gleaner action, so we're gonna shoot it up with ether and get going. We're just cleaning up some wheat so that we don't have the wheat in the seed bank as well as all the weeds. So we got this little block, that one over there, and this one right here. I hope it doesn't break. Well, we might have a bushel of wheat from our harvesting. Man, that's a really weird looking 4020. Hi. Well, I hope everybody's having a good time with their family over 4th of July. These are 2 of my cousins, and they want to tell you something. What do you want to say? Now, this is where you say, we like driving the Gator.
We like driving the Gator. We like driving the Gator.
See, there you have it, guys. Welcome one, welcome all to the new shed, which is now stuffed plumb full of stuff. It's the day after 4th of July, and I'm gonna go attempt to mow some roadsides, buy stuff that I farm. It just looks nice. I know it doesn't probably actually pencil out with like $5 farm diesel, but we're gonna do it anyways because it looks good. Hydro swing doors, so nice. I was mowing along real good until I realized that the coolant temperature is high, probably because the air filter is completely full of grass or grass seed, or both. Because of this, you're gonna go back to the shop since we're like a half mile away, and we'll just blow it out and let it sit for a couple minutes and then come back to it. And here would be why the engine was running hot. Filters, or the pre-cleaner I guess, is pretty full. Now she should run a little bit closer to the operating temperature. Let's see if I can shut the hood with one hand. Yes, I can. The object here is pretty simple. It's to take the grass and turn it into that. It looks a little bit nicer, and yeah, I know I'm missing a fender, but it looks nicer, and we're highway farmers, so it has to look good from the highway. Yep, time to clean the air filters again. Well, I'm mowing this road ditch right across from the main house and the farm, and if you guys see what those are cattails. So that should tell you how wet this ditch usually is, which should tell you how dry we are right now. And the state actually needs to replace the culvert here on this entrance, but they're not because they're the government. Thank you, Palmyra MFA, for taking out your fence and letting me farm your yard, and taking out that gate so I can turn around here. Well, we finally got a little bit of rain last night, about 4/10 of an inch, and not quite as much as we really would have liked, but it bought us some time, because the corn out here was pineappled up pretty bad. All right, we're gonna work on the 4020 today. Gotta yank this panel off, get that tore back, and then I'll show you what we're doing. So here's our problem. You can take the key out, kind of, but not really. And it's difficult to get back in, but when you have the key in, it turns no problem. Well, I really don't like not being able to take the key out, so we're just gonna replace the switch since it was all $27. Yep, got faded up at the barber shop in town. She does a good job. And also the injector, the little rubber return lines, those are weeping a little bit, so I'll probably try and readjust those here too. I got the old ignition switch out, got the new one. Unfortunately, I found that all the wires in here really should probably be replaced. In fact, probably the whole wiring harness. Not a pleasant discovery, but it is what it is. Just hope that it holds itself together for long enough to get through the county fair. Here's the difference in quality between old parts here on the right and new ones on the left. All right, is it gonna catch on fire? No. I also want to show you guys this cool light bar that I made for the 4320. My grandpa had something similar to this, except it was down lower on a 4430 that he had in the mid-70s. Yeah, the light kind of sucks in this barn because there isn't actually any light. It's all from the door. And turn the lights on this thing. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of that. You just imagine listening to the Rolling Stones on a Fender radio when the tractor and the music was brand new with this in front of you. And some people saw me last weekend. I was at an auction in Palmyra. It was the location of the former Schwartz Implement Company that sold Oliver, and then White, Massey Ferguson, New Idea, and then Agco before they stopped selling farm equipment in 1993. So I came home with a couple $100 worth of things, and I will show you all the cool stuff I got. First stop is this shed, which kind of needs a new door. At 730 hadn't ran for a while. Pretty sure either A, the alternator is bad, or B, batteries are bad, or C, both. Not sure, haven't had the time to actually sit down and diagnose it properly. So this sign here was something that they would put on the side of a straight truck to deliver tractors or what have you. And they actually had a second location in Shelbyville, Missouri, as well as a primary location on Palmyra. The Schwartz Implement Company was located where the REC is on the west side of Palmyra. And I also got this magnetic sign for their GMC truck dealership. The truck dealership stayed around until a little while later, like in the 95 maybe. I picked up a Farmhand and Glencoe Tillage Products sign that appears to be like brand new. I also have this sweet Panther Country sign that I've had since like high school. And I have got this Kraus Tillage Tools sign, very cool. Got a whole rack of keys that went to GM pickups and a variety of tractors. Got a Kiwani Tools sign. And we have a box full of Technicolor tapes that I don't actually have a way to play. You know, I actually have 2 Technicolor tape players. However, none of them work because on that one, the bulb is burnt out. On the other one, the speaker didn't work. So can't really tell what's going on because you only have half of the puzzle in either situation. And also bought this wood beam plow. It's pretty straight. Look pretty sick on top of a mantle someday. I was able to pick up a pile of old literature and manuals and some sales guides and some other Heston stuff. Got some white clipboards with tillage stuff on them. Pretty sick. And we got some vintage clothing. This one has a white axial flow combine on it. This coat here is a White Motor Company. Now we got the Massey Ferguson windbreaker. Got 2 of those. Got a white stocking cap. I think I had 2 of those as well. There's another white axial flow combine windbreaker. And this is the coolest one of all. This is the Schwartz Implement Company Oliver Technician's jumpsuit. It's a Lee brand, and it actually fits. Am I going to put it on? Of course. Reasons why I don't have a girlfriend, part 1. Reading this Glencoe Soil Saver literature from the early 90s makes you want to buy an early Case IH quad track and a disc ripper and listen to 9 Inch Nails. Dang, that's cool. I just fueled up the white car and I gotta say goodbye to the puppy dog. Everybody say goodbye, May. I took off work down at the university yesterday and today because last night went to the big concert in St. Louis that had Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue. Excellent show. Very awesome bands. Got to hear some of my favorite songs live. Possibly, maybe for the last time that those guys will ever be together. But it was a darn good time and I don't regret it. Soybeans here by West Ely are looking really, really good. We're doing something today that I and every other worker here at Bradford loves, which is irrigating. There's a very specific way that you have to do this, or you'll break the irrigator, which is not something you want to do. And I've been kind of lazy with uploading because frankly, this stuff isn't mine, so don't feel the need to video it all the time. And we're not really doing anything at home, so no videos every week. Now we got the F550 powered by the old 6.0. Didn't need glow plugs today since it's 100 degrees outside. Pulling our water trailer here across the bridge, going over Discovery Parkway or whatever this road is. Taking water to our sprayer man and my other co-worker. Got another guy behind me, and we're gonna take myself and him back to the main farm and leave this here with my co-worker. At this field here, I think it's like 55 acres on the beef farm. There's 70 acres here total that we farmed this year. The grasses are coming up back through the soybeans pretty bad, just because this field hadn't been farmed for a few years anyway, so the weed bank was mostly grass. Actually, we no-tilled into like solid grass. It was kind of impressive, I won't lie. And there's a sprayer tractor, 7110 Magnum with 45-foot boom. This guy is very happy right now. Well, is the Ford gonna need glow plugs? Nope. No air conditioning here. Gotta roll the window down. Now we fill more holes. We're using Dumpy 6210, the MX Case IH, and the box blade. My coworker and I have been filling in holes in what is left of the terrace channel. This is a lot less expensive than digging it out and making it like right. This works good enough, but it's a lot smoother than it was. Our main concern was not breaking the sprayer when we drive through it anymore. So I think we're gonna accomplish that. And this, we will have had 2 loads of dirt, and then just dumped a third up there with Dumpy, the blue dump truck. So, and it's about 4 o'clock, so this is probably it for today. This is the kind of holes right here that we're concerned about. When you go over those with the sprayer, this 3-point mounted, things get broken. You set your 3-point down, get a good cut, fill the blade up, and pull forward. So we have a bucket full of dirt, and we're coming up on the hole. So right here, you lift up on your 3-point just a little bit to let some of the dirt out. And then when you go over your next hole, you let it up just a little bit to let the dirt out. And then you back up all the way to the pile. We could use an inch of rain down here. Not like a cow pissing on the flat rock rain. I mean a nice, slow, all-day rain. So that way we can go look at equipment to buy too. The final step in this whole packing adventure is driving over it 50 times to pack it down so that it doesn't just become slop if it ever rains again. Also, my thoughts on the 6210 as a tractor. It's excellent. This is probably the closest thing to a 4020 that John Deere will ever get or ever produce. This is rolling up the hose for this irrigation. This is almost a 600-foot hose, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But they pay us to irrigate this stuff, or the researchers do, or in this case the USDA. We don't irrigate our bulk corn here. That's just for profit. And we have to do this every time we want to go somewhere else. Research farming and normal farming, not the same. I think I already mentioned that I love 6210s. I'm gonna own one of these someday. Okay, next fun task, 6210 and finish mower. This method of mowing the lawn saves a lot of time over a traditional zero turn, and also we don't have a zero turn, so this is what we use. It's a fine Monday. I took off work down for the university, so I'm back home here for another couple hours anyway. Just stopped in the John Deere dealer and checked in on our 7430, which was having some 3-point issues. So hopefully we don't have any more problems with the 3-point going up and down by itself. And now I'm gonna take the 4320 here in and do the rock shaft gasket that's doing a little leaky leak on me. Allegedly, it's a 4 or 5 hour job at most, but we shall see. I did get my fancy fuel filter put on the 4020 here. It didn't even break the fuel lines. I actually only had to make this one. This fuel line, I was able to monkey it around and get it to work. Oh boy, I love turbochargers. Yeah, I think this one needs synchronizers. So we've got not one but two tractors here. We got the 570 and the 4320 at Side and Stricker. And here's the 7430. We're gonna get this, take it home, and then I don't know what else we're doing today. Now I know this video's been a long time in the making, like 3 weeks, but you know, it's the middle of summer, it's July, we're row crop farmers. What are we doing? The work I do for the university is not mine, so I don't want to infringe on people's privacy by videoing what everyone's doing all day long. So I hope you guys understand, and that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You take care.